So what do you do when you find yourself in a funk and nothing comes out artistically? Or you're just completely stuck in a painting? I know it's super frustrating. Okay, but through the years, I have figured out ways to get myself unstuck, and I'm going to share 5 of them with you right now. The first area that I figured out that could trip me up a little bit is I'm starting on a painting and I get so far and I like it, but I don't really have a defined process or an idea in my mind. And it, at some point, just seems to evaporate, and I'm left with the feeling of, now what? Now what do I do? And it can be frustrating. So let me show you what I do. I have an art journal, and it's just a matter sometimes, like on this page here, something pops in my head about a whole new series, and I just write that down so I get it out of my head, because you'd be surprised the amount of stuff churning in your head, how it eventually disrupts. And over here is an entire series that I was able to outline and just write everything down. And so part of that really frees up your mental space and inspiration because of that. That allows you to go on to paint. But that may not be the only thing. So what I also find helps is having multiple paintings going at the same time, because it eventually reaches a point on a painting where you're like, ooh, I like where that's at. I'm not ready to do anymore. I need to sit with it for a while. And if you're working on like 6 different paintings at the same time, then you go from one to the other. And eventually what happens is you raise them all up at the same time. And so you do a pass, a layer on it, let it dry, and then you go back to the one where you feel like is the lowest in whatever area that you feel you've raised them up to, and you start with that one because you have the least amount invested in it. So it's no big deal if it goes to heck. And then what happens there is often that gets raised to the higher level, and now you're like, oh, okay, that's better than all the others. Now I got to go back and do that with the other. And we keep doing that until we get them all to a level where we're like, oh, I actually like these. And if it's not something with that, I often realize and have to ask myself, ooh, did I lose focus on my whole reason or my whole inspiration of what I want to paint here? So let's say I want to paint something that gives me peace. And then I find myself to an extent like it's what I want, but then I make some marks and I use some colors and I'm like, oh, this is definitely not peace. And it's because I lost my focus and inspiration, and I should have not painted. But happens to all of us, no big deal, and it can be fixed. Just let it sit. Go on to do another painting, or write in your journal, or refocus on what your inspiration is, and then come back to it. And if those don't work, then I often have to get out of my studio and move my body. Just some sort of physical activity that gets it unstuck, because the body remembers and it stores things, and it can keep us from being open creatively. So whether it's going for a walk, doing a great workout, do something outside that is unrelated for a short period of time that will still keep you in a good energetic state. And then finally, if I'm still stuck, and I tell you this happens rarely now, then I have to remember, what are my other passions in life? And I have to go out and live them freely without any expectation of bringing that back into my studio. And so what I found over time is it's this cycle of life, right? Where we get in flow states and it comes out and we're going and it's great. And then it seems to come to an end because we have other things in our life. And so we have to give attention to all of them. And when we get in that balance of doing it, there are far less times now that I find myself completely stuck, because I understand how I work, my cycles in life, and how one thing balances the other. And I just give them the time that's needed for it, and I eventually am able to come back. And so take your time, start observing, and find like what are your cycles, your phases, and how they feed each other. Because feeding one area of life is going to eventually spill over and feed into the other. And that's how we eventually make great art. We're filled, and it just overfills our art as well.